Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. This is Casey with Mosaic Mermaid Tarot. Today's pick a card is going to be what has your person realized finally about the connection. Kind of check in with the energy, current thoughts, feelings, intentions. We just dive in and see what Spirit has for us. Pile 1 will be this beautiful geode. You guys see all the sparkles. If you pick with zodiac signs, we have Capricorn, Pisces, Scorpio, and Taurus. Pile 2, we have this peace. Peace might be significant, but I was saying peach. So this piece of peach selenite, it's gorgeous. And we have, for the zodiac signs, Leo, Libra, L, the word might be significant. And then we have Cancer and Gemini. Pile 3, we have my favorite Peacock Oar. You can see why she is my favorite. All right. And the zodiac signs were Sagittarius, Virgo, Aries, and Aquarius. So the letter A might be significant there. And I'm going to give you a moment to meditate on your piles. Timestamps are in the pinned comment down below. And I will have my soul family chat following the meditation if you want to stay for that, or if you want to jump right into your reading, you'll find all that info down below. Thank you. Bye. Hey, soul family. How's my tribe doing? I just wanted to say thank you for all the condolences, and it's really helped to be able to connect with a lot of you. And I've also had quite a few trolls. It's eclipse time for sure. And, we've had that blood moon eclipse. Today is the 9th as I'm filming this. I don't know why I'm just like playing with the fire over here, just dancing. But you know how much I love my Palo Santo. So, um, do I have any announcements? Well, I mean, I don't know if anybody's noticed, but I am trying to put out more content as far as in like every couple of days or so, which is kind of hard to keep up with, but I'm trying. It really helps get my video into the algorithm. So, also, if you could just like, that's free. Um, you can comment down below. I was thinking about starting like a question of the day video, for each video. So, what shall it be? What's your favorite ice cream flavor? That's stupid, I know. I'm just awkward. And that's why I say and I'm so slow and but yeah. So anyway, if you don't like chatty readers who like to share their energy with you and treat you as if we're just all sitting here with all of my sparklies and just hanging out, I might not be the reader for you. So just know that if perhaps you've made it this far and you are someone who will leave a backhanded comment or something, anything that I deem worthy of negativity, you just get instantly blocked. So there's that. Nobody can see what you're saying, so you might as well not say it. Like, it's just really easy to move on, guys. Yeah, so anywho, that's the announcement for this video. FAFO. But anywho, let's get started. Yeah, there's nothing else. That's gonna be it. So I just love you guys so much. I wanted to thank you for all the sweet things you've said, and just the fact that you come and you watch this every other day just to hang out, and I love you guys for that. So let's get started. All right. Love you guys. Bye. Hey, pile one. If you chose this beautiful, sparkly geode, it's going to be your reading. Let's put that right there. Okay. If you were interested in the zodiac signs, Capricorn, Pisces, Scorpio, and Taurus. They don't have to resonate, but sometimes, some of us choose that way. It's fine. But it doesn't have to be that if you felt called to another pile. So, I love this. Let's see where your card is. The innocent. Explore realistic optimism. So, I always get very, like, childlike vibes when I think of a dandelion. I think about, making a wish. Um, it brings me back to a time where, the innocence is there. Um, I just heard the last time you were exploring realistic optimism. You know, it's a feeling of like a million wishes. I'm hearing Age of Innocence by Enigma. Let's see. This is like, to me, it's like that Six of Cups type energy, if that makes sense. Like nostalgia and reminiscing, things like that. But I did pre-shuffle these. If you're interested in seeing that, I have a time lapse at the beginning of the video. If you just go down into the timestamps, you can find the timestamp for that. All right, let's get into it. Oh, look at that. That's such a pretty dog. Always here. Can I pet that dog? Let me pet that dog. That little kid. Um, I hear it all the time. But this particularly beautiful pup that you may have one that looks like that. Or this could be you, making your wishes and, trying to cheer your person up with a flower. I just heard they want to pollinate you. So, trusting, reliability, believing. This gives me your energy. And it gives me energy that your person sees you as, you know, maybe overly optimistic or just really reliable. I mean, you show up. Um, I always hear Lady and the Tramp in my head with reliability. The bloodhound was always telling stories about his granddad and family history might be significant. But he would say, because his grandfather was old reliable. Now, I don't reckon I ever told you about old reliable before. And they're always like, yeah. And so, oh. Also, he ends up trying to find Lady and ends up getting hit by a carriage. Um, and he's really hurt. Like they played it like he was a goner. And then all of a sudden you see him in the next scene and he's got his little um he's got his little crutches or whatever they have him. And then there's all these little puppies. And he's got a gathered round telling them stories. Um, don't reckon I ever told you about old reliable before. The story, and all the little puppies go, "Oh no, you haven't." And he was like, "Oh, what?" And then he goes to tell a story, and he said he can't even remember. But I think I think your person really appreciates the reliability of knowing that you would be there in a pinch. And they might not remember all those, you know, old reliable stories, but the feeling that you bring them is beautiful. Let's see what else in here. Yeah, like healing, releasing, purifying, and cleansing. So we've got some sound bowls here, maybe significant. I've always wanted to do sound bowls. We've got some amethyst. Kind of actually looks like my amethyst right here. So it feels like your person is in this mode of trying to trust, trying to heal, trying to release past hurt, to return to innocence, basically, as much as you can do. Thinking, missing you, craving, desiring. Yeah. Crying. It just started pouring here. I don't know if you can hear it. That's confirmation for someone. But this is something they do know. They do think about a lot. And maybe they've come to realize that it's, from the work that they are doing, they might be able to, because it seems a little bit like Spirit is wanting to point out realistic optimism. It just makes me think that your person or you might be pessimistic. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. um, I'm just seeing two, like an older couple that are just like the kinds that you'll see um, when you're watching reels or something. You're just flipping through and you see these old married couples that are just kind of just roasting each other. And it's cute. It's adorable. But they sound like they really are, but that's like the vibe that I'm getting, like a grouchy, like Oscar the Grouch, or um, the Grinch. The Grinch is what I was trying to come through there. You see that, when he smiles, you know, his little smile that, and his little just untwirl, and you just know he's up to something. He's thinking. Let's see what else got. One day, someday, somewhere, another time. Oh my gosh, this card is like Mariah Carey is all I'm hearing in my head. I'm hearing someday. One sweet day. Love takes time. All those songs could have some meaning for you in the lyrics, but it's something that has been craved for a long time. And like such a long time that it seems like another time. Now I'm hearing another night, another dream, not but always you. It's like a vision of love that seems to be true. um, hmm. Let's see what the bottom of the deck energy was. Yep, there it is. Resistance. Secret admirer, suppressing and timid. And yeah, your person seems pretty like this is not their. Your person is goofy. I heard Austin Powers say, um, it's just not my bag, baby. Being optimistic, but I think they're trying to not be so timid and secretive, and they really want to stop suppressing their feelings, even though that terrifies them. That is like a wish come true, to be able to get out of their head and communicate without fear. But they just sitting in their emotions. But it does look like progress, you know? Let's see what the clarifying. Mapping the way. Explore love and unearth unexpected treasures. Surprise, gifts, adventure. Well, that pup looks like it wants to go on an adventure. Now, this is actually kind of reminding me of the Eight of Cups, like walking away. And so maybe your person is finally trying to figure out how to lose the resistance so that one day they might be healed enough to trust themselves, to trust their own intuition, to feel worthy. So they're exploring. So, not walking away in a sad way, just needing to know what's out there. Hmm. I'm hearing Belle. I want adventure in the great one somewhere. I want it more than I can tell. But there's that moon energy there that just gives it all a whole, and it's even looks like an eclipse is happening. We did, we are still in the, like, today is the 9th. So yesterday we had the blood moon, full blood moon in Pisces, eclipse, the corn moon, but yeah, it was a big one. um, so maybe, and to me that just looks like a drop of blood. It's that blood red, that root chakra. So they are trying to explore and map the way. They just right now it's an anxiety that they have. It's something they have to figure out. It's something they don't think that they can do, but maybe one day they'll be healed enough. Safe haven. Go where you feel seen, heard, and understood. Retreat, shelter, and relief. I'm hearing the song Shelter from Sleep Token. I'm pretty sure the first words are, when it rains, you don't seek shelter, and it's raining right now. And I'm also hearing the lyric, baby, I'm noticing your flaws, and I'm matching mine with yours. It's like you feel, it's like when you feel seen because you, yeah, it's just, it's a heavy feeling. It's like looking into a mirror and, you know, knowing how much the other person, oh, excuse me? That's Miss Ruby. But just seeing, somebody sees you and you don't have to mask yourself. You can literally say anything, and there's just an unconditional love there. So for safe haven to come up under healing, releasing, purifying, cleansing, I think you are a bit of a shelter for them, a safe space. I think they go when they need to feel seen and heard and understood, which may not be very often, but I think they go to you because you're all reliable, right? Oh, that's right. These two um, came out with the same. So moving on and reaching out came out together, and which is funny because they're the only two of the True Love Messages Oracle. It's a mixed deck, and they look so similar. So you have this releasing, purifying, cleansing, and I think that's what's helping them to move on. They're in their thinking mode. They miss you, they crave you, they desire you. They're starting to believe that this could be a gift. And I'm hearing somewhere out there, Aaron Neville and, wait, no. Somewhere out there was Linda Rodstadt and, oh, shit. Excuse me, sorry. Pardon me. I'm getting all choked up because, but look at that. And it's like, they just want to reach out and touch something. Maybe they like your feet. But this is what they're thinking about. They're thinking about moving on from this pessimistic and exploring the realistic optimism that they really could be with you and maybe even reach out to you, but it feels more like a message that never gets sent, a phone call that never is made. Devotion blooms. Another flower. Nurture both blossoms and thorns with tenderness, empathy, gentle, and kindness. And this is what they want with you one day. This I feel like you've shown this devotion. And that's why they feel safe with you, because you have this beautiful empathy and kindness about you, and you understand them probably more than anybody else ever could. Sunflowers might be significant, or bees. Bottom of the deck, Pisces energy. Deeper waters. Oh, look, suppressed in water. Step out of your comfort zone, explore new depths. Prospects, absorb action. Yeah, they want me to shut up. um, so I hope you can see those. Let's just move up a little more. So, yeah, I think the deeper they go into the emotions, into the water, the more they absorb, the more they can explore. But they have to do that um, in their own way. This even might be them wondering if you're going to move on. Maybe, sorry, um, maybe they are waiting for you to reach out. I don't know what message deck it's in, but I'm seeing the message, you didn't see my tears. Okay, let's get some tarot. Let's see what's going on. The nails are so long. Oh, try not to mess everything up. I think that's what your person feels like on the daily. It's just a constant. I don't want to mess everything up. I don't want to mess everything up with everything. It's wanting to be seen as strong, in control. Okay. Pile one. What's going on with pile one's person? Wheel of Fortune. Decisive moment. So we've got Capricorn energy coming up again. Excuse me. We have Jupiter. This is the number 10, which is a cycle. Chance, life cycles, karma, destiny, good luck, expansion, it's time, fortune. change and fade. So I almost feel like they're finally getting to a point where they know that they have to change, whether it's for um, for you, for themselves, or for whoever they might end up with. There's things that they just see this so much easier with you because you see them, you hear them, you understand them, maybe even a little better than you should. Like they don't even believe you. Sometimes they're just, yeah. But it's time. You gotta seize that moment. Look at, okay. Oh, coming out together. Oh my goodness, guys. This is so beautiful. So you have the Nine of Cups, which is emotional fulfillment, more Pisces energy. So that's Pisces, 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 and Jupiter energy. So completely content, wishes come true, feeling good, full, happy, and satisfied. That's what they feel like it could be like with you. And we have the Sun, which is the happiest card in the entire deck. The number 19, which also reduces to 10, which is another cycle. So technically we have 1010 or 10-9. So that those dates might be significant. 1010 is Lizzie Hale's birthday. If you don't know, I am in love with Lizzie Hale, and so a lot of things come to mind. um, but wow, I mean, you give them, look, optimism, positivity, warmth, vitality, success. This is like the biggest yes card in the deck. They want this with you. But they have to heal and make the choice. So we have the Two of Wands, Aries energy with Mars, charting a course, mapping the way. How about that? Opportunity, visualization, discovery, get ready, future planning, consider options and decisions. So I told you they're thinking about it. It is on their mind. So they are thinking about it. They're mapping the way. They're charting the course. They're trying to envision it in the most realistic, optimistic way. Balance person. Let's go on balance person. Oh. Look at that. Pisces energy again. Knight of Cups. Follow your heart. Following your heart. Artistic attraction. tactful proposals, an invitation, affectionate, chivalrous, romantic, charming, psychic, and grace. I think this resonates as more your energy. I think you want to kind of ride in on your horse and save the day, but it doesn't work like that. I mean, it could work like that, but not with this dynamic between you. But look at all this beautiful energy. I mean, let's see, we got, okay, let's get one more. Six of Swords, Aquarius, and Mercury. Better times ahead, tranquility, overcoming hardship, conflicts resolved, becoming stable, restoration, and peace. You might have messages in pile two, because when I was introducing the piles, I introduced the, the peach selenite. I went to say peach and I said peace, and so it was a whole thing. Um, hmm. So this is what they are doing. Just like we discussed, they're trying to get through this dark night of the soul, spiritual awakening. It feels like they're a good way through. Temperance on the bottom, perfecting balance. More Jupiter energy and Sagittarius. Perfecting balance, union of opposites. Now, I'm hearing opposites attract by Fall Abdul. Um, um, now I'm hearing Stray Cat Strut because I think of the cat and it bounces me over to Stray Cat Struck. I can't talk. Stray Cat Struck. The stray cat has been struck, apparently. Love struck. Like, I'm literally blushing right now because, and I think your person's energy is definitely that timid, um, like, oh my God, I sound so stupid. You know, like, you know how you give yourself shit because you're just like, why did I say that? But union of opposites. Um, I really do feel that energy a lot in these dynamics because a lot of times you do mirror your person, but you also end up being polar opposites and you're supposed to balance each other, you know? Um, and I think being the bottom of the deck, that's their main focus is perfecting the balance. And they haven't gotten very far because they need a lot of strength. There's Leo, Sun, with number 8. This is number 14. And 14 reduces to 5. 5 is that Hierophant energy. Wait a second. Oh shit. There it is. There's that Hierophant. I was now religious traditions. Doesn't have to be religious, but like, you know, this is, you know, what I was getting up here with always having to, like, not ready to be who you see them as, which is the most seen they've ever felt. We've lost 2 candles, so we're at 9, which is almost there. We have our 9 of Cups. But the Hierophant, they could just be caught up with, you know, programming, conforming institutions, you know, conventional values. Um, but there's the Ace of Pentacles. This is what they want. They want a whole new beginning. They want someone new, stable, secure, abundant. There's potential in this flourishing. And by the way, we have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy here. But there's growth. There's investment. It's tangible to think of that. And it doesn't have to be money because it's emotional safety. I don't think your person's ever felt emotionally safe. Look, Ace of Wands right after the Ace of... That's new passion for love and life. A passionate new start. We've got Leo and Sagittarius and Aries energy. But I always refer to this the way Charlotte did. If you know, you know. Happy Twins, 1111. She always called... It was the first card I learned in the tarot because she called it the dick stick, and it cracked me up. And that's why I've liked to use these cards lately. Because I normally go by numbers because of my OCD. But I do like, you know, being able to see what it says. Because I'm I'm thinking dick stick, passionate new beginning. There's chemistry here. Desire coming up again. I mean, stability keeps coming up. We have the 3 of Cups, time to celebrate. So there's your 10 of Pentacles. There's your back to the moon energy. 7 of Swords is that sneaky energy. And that's that resistance. That's not suppressing the feelings and not bringing them forward. But I think they are trying. My goodness, it's not gonna happen, guys. My OCD is like, fuck you. Keep working on it. Oh, come on. I just want it to be a little bit straighter. Okay, I'm good. We're about to make a mess with some messages. Anyway, so let's see. What do I want to use? You know, I haven't used these in a while. It's a very large deck. So I kind of split it in half. Respectfully the truth. By messages by Julissa. So split it in half. And then let's see what comes out. Pile 1. What would Pile one's person say, Spirit? Yeah. I hate my life right now. Because they're still trying to complete those cycles. But I think it's better than it was. But I think this person is just always on the verge of just a mental break. And a lot of it is their own doing, in their own head. Look, I'm so insecure. There's that ego, not feeling worthy enough. I'm scared to face my feelings right now. It didn't come out, so I'll just keep going. Pile one. What would pile one's person say? Okay. Sometimes I get so frustrated because I don't know how to express myself. Didn't I say that exact thing earlier? I'm so stressed out. 5 of Swords. So, coming up over the 6 of Swords. Interesting. 5 is a number of change. But remember saying that, they wish they could be as expressive as you. But what they don't realize is it's the union of opposites. They don't have to be. You could be the knight in shining armor, per se. But, that makes for definitely a lot of people in their ego would not feel secure with that. Insecurity came out quite a bit. But security is emotional. Security is the main thing. I know you won't leave, so I act up. That is, yeah. But you know what? I also think you have reiterated to your person that that's okay. Because you give them the grace and space they need. Because they are fucking stressed out. But they are making a change. They're dipping their toes in the water. Pile one. What would pile one's person say? Just lost another candle. So we've got 8. My heart is hurting so bad. I think it kills them on the inside to not be able to face the feelings that they suppress or express them. Please don't give up on us, babe. So that could be what your person calls you. Let's get one more. I didn't think I would get caught. This seems very specific. So I'm also hearing I didn't think I would get caught up. I'm hearing caught up by Usher. So whether, that you will know if this is meant for you and what it means. On the bottom of the deck, I want to cuddle with you. Like a teddy bear. Oh, I love that. Okay. So, let's see about some divine love messages. There we go. Pile one, what's going on with pile one's person? What's going on in this connection? Jesus. Reminiscing. That's exactly what I said. You got that already up here. Someone is secretly thinking and replaying sweet memories of the past. I'm hearing Mary J. Blige. Reminisce the love we had. Make the time tonight. Guarded. Someone is being cautious and wearing a protective barrier. So, and this is just all confirming everything we've already discussed. There you go. Deception, trickery, and dishonest tactics are being used, causing trust issues. Now, if your person is trying that, did we just lose another one? We're down to 1, 2, 3, 7. Seven's a divine number. But that just totally took me out of what I was saying. Yeah, we've had, we talked about the trust issues. But now I remember, if your person is in some kind of energy where they're overly guarded, even if they don't mean to be, that Seven of Swords that we saw, not all sneaky energy is nefarious, but it's because they're trying to protect themselves. And that's pretty much, at a certain point in time, the body does that on its own. Whether it's running, ghosting, or just lying by omitting the truth. But I feel like you let them be guarded, but it is starting to feel more like a strategy, like a tactic, like you're an option. I know you won't leave, so I act up. Because it feels like you yourself have been authentic. And your person, they hide. And it doesn't matter what reason, it's still hurtful. It doesn't mean that they've done anything wrong. It just means that you have to look within yourself and see what you're willing to do, and that's based on what your heart wants. There's always free will. This is just a snapshot in time. It's a timeless reading whenever you get it. But it's just a snapshot. Everybody has free will. Tarot isn't fortune telling. It's not, it's me helping guide your intuition by connecting with spirit and channeling out the intuitive thoughts and feelings. Let's see what's in the bottom. Sorrow, sadness, and regrets dwell in someone's heart. And I told you, they feel horrible because they can't be like you. It makes them feel less than. It just adds to their insecurity. But what they don't understand is that that's what makes the connection grow. You make up for the other person's, maybe one person is practical, logical, grounded, and the other is emotional and empathetic and just wants to reach out and touch your soul, touch your person's soul, and just guard their soul with your own. Your heart is hurting so bad. All right, let's go ahead and get some final messages. I'm gonna grab my spicy giggle deck. If you don't already know, there's everything from spicy to mild to sweet, and I made this for my membership options of spicy Pisces because I also have spicy giggle content. You can find that information down below, or if you're interested in a personal reading with me, I love to dig in. They usually last anywhere from 1.5 to I did one a few weeks ago that was 3 hours. It really just depends. It's like I have no off switch. It's like we're gonna delve into this. I got lots of cards and I ain't afraid to use them. But with private readings, spicy Google messages are optional. I know it's not everybody's thing. So Let's see what they would say with all this desire in this pile. And the humor that I'm feeling, I feel like I know. It's like I can almost feel what cards are going to come out. There's one card that says, I love you more than I hate everything else. And that is exactly the energy I feel here. It's like they're getting to know that they. Okay. I can't get you off of my mind if I don't distract myself. I end up touching myself. You'll be the end of me. Told you. The best kind of seduction is when you are convinced that you are doing the seducing. And that's that energy of, that sneakiness, that strategic, like, you're convinced you're seducing me, but no. I'm the captain now. Oh, shit. What else? Oh, my. I'm glad those weren't burning. You turn me on from across the room, and I'll completely melt if you come any closer. Melt. I almost melted this card. And then hearing closer. 9-inch nails. Want to fuck you like an animal. Want to feel you from the inside. Like, yes, your person is like. They want to cuddle after they. After you're not going to be able to walk. So there'll be a lot of cuddling. I could spend a lifetime exploring the curves and crevices of your body. And they would like to do so. I'm hearing the I would stay awake just to hear you breathing, Armageddon. Also, there's on that soundtrack, I really love the animal crackers. If you know, you know. But yeah. I have never met a soul who could speak my language until there was you. You are fluent in me. Yeah. You see them like nobody else does. And they know that. But they still have to work on shedding that, like a snake sheds its skin. I gotta take that mask off. Okay. I want to drown in your beautiful eyes tonight. They're drowning. They're drowning in their emotions for you. It's really fucking them up because they don't know how to really deal with it, how to handle it. Their nervous system is like all kinds of crazy. So they avoid. Oh, we're down to 4. That's a foundation. So maybe they're working towards that. Let's get one more. Trying to find a way to have this foundation with you. I feel like you would be like, lock me up in your basement, feed me some vitamin D, and oh my goodness. Okay, anyway. It's probably best if I work off some energy before I get you naked. I'm sure you'd like to be able to walk tomorrow. I said exactly that. I told you. I was like, there's some things in this deck that I'm feeling are going to come out. Here it is. There's your confirmation. What's on the bottom? I'm good. When I'm good, I'm very good. But when I'm bad, I'm better. So I'm going to get you a few song cards. And then we're going to go into charms and initials. I know not all of you stay for that. So if you are leaving, thank you so much. And I'm sending you so much love from Soul Hugs. Okay. Oh my goodness. So, Do Not Disturb by Hailstorm. That's a good song. There might be some polyamorous people. The story behind this song is when Lizzie came out as bisexual because she's been with in a relationship with Joe, the guitarist, like the entire life of the band. And we just kind of when we're down to 3, growth. Growth. But very quickly, because it could apply. And no hate in the comments because, I will block you. But she wrote this song about her a threesome that she had her first, after she came out as bi, and they were in Amsterdam. So and yeah, she just walked up to somebody and was like, I think we should make out. In a few hours I'm getting on a plane. I'm pretty sure we'll never see you again, but yeah, that's a good one. It's definitely got all these vibes. I think you guys are gonna, if you make it to Union, you are going to combust into flames. It's just yeah, that's I'm feeling very warm. Oh my. Okay, listen. What's peeking out? 10 of Pentacles. And I saw again strength. Your person, it takes them a lot of take aim. This is a good song. It's not what sexual, but I just okay. Anyway, Spirit has got a good sense of humor tonight. This is not what it looks like either. This is a song that you probably will really resonate with because it's a duet, and it's kind of she's talking back and forth with what seems to be your person's energy and your energy, yeah, it's a good song. It's the lyrics, at least you need to look up, but it's talking about wanting to, I know every other part of you. Show me your private parts. This is just I can't wait to see what's under here. Mine. Yeah. It's a good one. By Hailstorm. Oh, and Beautiful with You by Hellstorm. That's a really sweet one. That's that's what you got. Let's see what's on the bottom. Chokehold. You know, I just listened to this right before this reading. I don't know why I did that. Felt like I should, but yeah, this is definitely what's going on here. So check that song out. Or not. You don't have to. I feel like if you're still here, you do enjoy the song cards and initials and all that stuff. So let's try and get this done before the last 3 candles go out. I always have 11 lit, just in case you didn't know. I do have, hold on, I forgot. Oh, it's so. So we have Aquarius, Mars. No, yes, Mars, and the 8th house. 8, strength. Just saying. Oh boy. Okay, so let's see. Pile 1. Just started raining heavy again. I'm hearing rain from Sleep Token. All right, we didn't even get any numbers. You know what? I'm gonna get another little bit. Gotta have some kind of numbers in there. There we go. That's a lot of numbers, actually. Okay, so we have 1, 0, 10. Oh, look at that. 10, 10. That's Lizzie's birthday. 69 or 96 or 66 or 99. Okay. We have a third 0, so 0, 0, 0. We have a third 6 or 9, so 999. I feel like your person is almost there. 666 is actually a very beautiful, unconditional love and healing energy within that number. We have 1 lone 8. So there's that strength energy. All right. We have a W or an M, another W or M, or actually we've got 3. So, okay, X, K, A, L. Paul Simon, I'm hearing, I can call you Betty. And Betty, when you call me, you can call me Al. It's like one of my favorites, too. Oh, look. Well, I'll get to it. See, dip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. So DIP. If you're a little older, could be hip. Or hip goes out when you dip. Let's see, we got H, X. What is that? A K. A Q. Questions. Oh, we're down 2. That's that soulmate number. That number of balance. Decisions. Oh, wow. Okay. So, firstly, We have this beautiful peach starfish. And let me just, yeah, it's just a smaller gold star. It's like a union of opposites. It's like a star in the sky and a star in the ocean, you know? We've got a saxophone, so um, musical connection could be. Also, this, I can't think of a sax and not think of Careless Whisper by George Michael. Um, we have a turtle. So there's that slow earth energy coming through. We have a baby carriage. So first comes love. Okay. This is what I was talking about. This reminds me of rainbow fish. If you know, you know. And I actually have like a little art piece rainbow fish, and I have it up in the bathroom. I love it. It's cute. It shimmers. So your messages are: life is a gift. Life is a gift. So you got the tree of life on the back. A sister is someone to dream, cry, sing, and laugh with. We have the two hearts growing together. And I always hear endless love, two hearts that beat as one. And then lastly, we have the success and make a wish token. So and yeah, we're at an hour and 17 minutes, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. I sat down, I said, you know what? I'm going to go quickly. But that's not how tarot works. You intuitively keep going until there's a natural ending. So if you want to check out any of my stuff, it's down below. And or on my community feed, just shoot me an email at Mosaic Mermaid Tarot at gmail.com. We can get y'all set up. All right, guys, thank you so much. And if you're still here, leave a turtle. I'm sure there's a baby carriage. Or saxophone. I still haven't checked to see if there's a starfish. I do not think there's a starfish, but you can leave a star. Or 1010, because I love that. So, in case you want a screenshot. And as always, let me know um, what your favorite part of this reading was, what resonated, or just leave me your favorite emoji, whatever that may be. And just thank you for being here. And yeah, all right. So much love, warm soul hugs, and I will see you in the next one. We made it to 2. So partnerships on the way. Love you guys. Bye. Hey, pile 2. If you chose this beautiful piece of peach selenite, it's going to be a reading. If you were interested, the zodiac signs that came out were Cancer, Libra, Leo. So the letter L might be significant, and Gemini. Your card. Compliments. You are worthy to receive. So I feel like your person may finally be in a place where they feel worthy of the compliments, the love, the emotion that you bring to the connection. Roses could be a confirmation for you. This, I always feel like, especially with this, it's like out in the universe. Um, Makes me think of Romeo and Juliet. Oh, be some other name. What's in a name? That which we call a rose by any other name would smell as sweet. So Romeo would, were he not Romeo called, retain that dear perfection which he owes without that title. Now Romeo doth thy name, and for that name which is no part of me, take all of myself. So maybe they're ready to receive love. Okay. Now I did pre-shuffle these. If you're interested in seeing the time lapse, it's like less than a minute, but it's time stamped down below. If you want to see your cards shuffled out, but let's get started. Boundaries. Love may challenge your boundaries, protect them. Apology. Never underestimate the power of a heartfelt apology. Adventure. Seek adventure together. It adds excitement to your journey. Secrets. Something is hidden from you. Someone isn't being truthful. Bottom of the deck. Energy was together. Find joy in the simple pleasures of just being together. That's pretty, I mean, for the overall energy, that's beautiful. With especially now I'm hearing the part where she says, and when he shall die, take him and cut him out into little stars. He would make the face of heaven so fine that all the world will be in love with night and pay no worship to the garish sun. And oh, I have bought the mansion of a love, and though I have sold it, not yet enjoyed. So tedious is this day as is the night before some festival to a child who hath new robes and may not wear them. Okay, let's see what came out. Cut down, cutting out, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment. So, kind of, tongue tied. The golden mirror, narcissist, love bombing, self absorbed, one sided. Okay. Not today. Boundaries again, and hurt, avoiding conversation, not dealing, and still upset. Death. The relationship is over. No second chances. Grow and transform. What's dead is dead. I don't know why I'm all getting all. There we go. And the overall bottom of the deck energy is old school. Outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. So I always say, if you know what this is and how to fix it, we can be friends. You just put a pencil in there. But wow, that being at the bottom of the deck is a big because for whatever reason your person doesn't ever feel worthy enough to receive love and in whatever way, whether it's gifts, guidance, companionship, but they might be finally ready to receive because you have boundaries, and what it feels like is you challenged their boundaries and they protected themselves. They might have given you silent treatment, ghosted you, just cut you out completely. And this could be what they want to apologize for. Never underestimate the power of a heartfelt apology, because they are seeing you do mirror them back to themselves, as far as they see the things that they need to work on within themselves, which isn't always easy. Not today. Not dealing with it. I'm avoiding that conversation. Very self-absorbed, one-sided. You might be the one trying to give them give them all of your roses, your flowers, just trying to and find the joy in the simple things of just having one another and feeling safe. But sorry about that. My phone just started ringing. And the first thing I did was voicemail. So you or your person might be avoidant with avoiding the conversation. Um, I usually do my readings in the middle of the night, um, kind of when the world's asleep. Um, but I've been trying to make a better schedule, trying to, um, heal some things on my own. And, with this transformation card, that's might be what your person is also trying to do. But they want to grow and transform. They don't want to be avoiding anymore. They're still trying to figure out how to dip those toes in because there's still a lot that's hidden. They want to be truthful, not today though. They've got a lot to still figure out, and this might be very challenging for the boundaries, because they do have, as this bottom of the deck energy, this overall energy of just outdated thinking and being in their head. Like they've been conditioned to be a certain way. You might have a musical connection. Hmm. Let's see what the tarot says. It's a beautiful energy. I'm trying not to have a tower moment over here. Okay, I got him. All right. I knew that was going to happen. I think that's what was, because I did that in another reading, and it was like, maybe that's how your person feels, or you feel like if you do or say something that you're ultimately going to mess something up and you're going to need to apologize, or you're going to cross a boundary. And we all have these qualities. Not every person in the world is a narcissist or, you know, is a horrible person for being self absorbed or one side. People have heavy shit that they deal with, right? And, even if you're handling trauma that could stem from even childhood, you learn how to process things differently. Um, I mean, I'm an anxious attacher, kind of. That's what as I would see myself as, I suppose, because like if you've been here a while, you know that I love love, and I also understand a lot of the pain that goes with that. But I am very much, if I love you, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to show you. And I don't want to cross boundaries, but I this is the way I think. This is the way I am. So that might be important. because I will love you to death. If I love you, I love you. And you know, it's a love language. It's not, I mean, yeah, people use it in ways that aren't good. Don't get me wrong, but like I don't feel like a horrible person when I'm like pouring my love on them, you know what I'm saying? I love you, you know? Hmm. So, okay, let's do this. Pile two. What's going on with pile two on their page of coins, which is the page of pentacles? So, laying a foundation. We've got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. So, setting goals. They they are working hard. I feel like they are trying to find more out about you. Like this is kind of like the spy energy, the studying you and your magic, study of magic. Because I think to them you are magic. Pile two. Okay. Six of Wands. Congratulations. We've got Leo energy again. Jupiter. Victory, recognition, success. Confidence boost. I think you are a confidence boost for this person. I think you have been, even though they may not tell you that, but like maybe you're this person's biggest cheerleader and they might not tell you like that's the secret. Like they secretly love that shit, but they are gonna not today. I can't tell you that shit today. Um hmm. Okay. Yeah, see, look at that. Page of Wands. Energetic powerhouse. So that's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And then Nine of Swords, mental anguish, Gemini energy, and Mars. So psychological trauma. I feel that a lot in the collective. Um, Lost hope or love, dark thoughts, anxiety, fear, nightmares, insomnia, worry. Yeah, they are dealing with some heavy shit and maybe they want to apologize for the things in their own way. Like maybe they want to start to give you some kind of recognition or maybe they are releasing some of the anxiety surrounding the situation. Maybe they've had some time to isolate. And then the Page of Wands, a lovable rogue. That just reminds me of it's like I think you like with me like first thing that pops into my head is there's a romance novel I um that I love and rogue is in the name, right? So I'm just thinking of how I was, this hopeless romantic, right? Yeah. And look, we've got plans again, adventures. I think they want to dip their toes in. We've got both pages here, so it's very much an immature energy, but still there. I think they like being playful with you. I think you make them feel like, know what I'm hearing. Why must I be a teenager in love? You make them feel like they've got butterflies and, like, oh, I'm hearing that song Butterfly Kisses. Oh my goodness, that song is, that's a tearjerker right there. Um, but your inner children get along, You make them think, and they like that. And maybe they do want to think of you as a part of their future, but just not today. They're not going to tell you that today. Hanged man, they see this? Okay. So we have Queen of Swords, mentally strong. So we've come from mental anguish to mentally strong. So Aquarius energy here. But they want to be more candid with you. They want to be more fair about the reciprocity in the relationship. They are gathering that inner strength. Chatty. I feel like you probably would talk their ear off if they'd let you. And maybe you do anyway. But yeah, I think they want to be more direct, less sharp. I think they have a bit more knowledge of the kind of, I keep feeling, when they tell you to take a mental health day, it's like I feel like they want to take a mental health day and they want to go on an adventure with you because I'm hearing that song by Poppy, Low Life. You're the highlight of my low life. Take a shitty day and make it all right. Sorry. Oh, in every circumstance, yeah, you make the difference. You're the highlight of my low life. And with this hanged man energy coming out, they have perspective. They have awakened. They've had their epiphanies. And they are trying to release this outdated thinking. They're trying to grow and transform. Yeah, they want to collaborate. They want to do it together. Ah! Oh, I get excited. We've got Capricorn and Mars energy here. So, like, maybe they don't talk so much, but they actively listen to you. It's about the team and even opposites, you know. Maybe you do talk a mile a minute and maybe they listen, you know. And maybe that's the magic. You finally found somebody to listen and they found somebody that doesn't make them feel like like they don't deserve love or compliments. Like they can be real. And um, I don't know if anybody knows that old cartoon from the 80s, Jim. Uh, she's outrageous. But she had this like um it was it was like she had these star earrings, and she would it was like a hologram named Synergy. And whenever she needed, something magic to happen, she was just like, it's showtime, Synergy. And she would turn into this rock star. And I think that's kind of like what you might have done with your person. You want to be that your person's rock star. Um, and then when the concert or whatever was over, she would shows over Synergy, and then she would turn back into her regular um, alter ego. And the main love interest character in the show, Rio, was with both Jim and Jerica. They're the same person, right? They're the same person. Um, but like he doesn't know that. Even being young and watching that, I was like, what the fuck? I would have beat his ass. I'm jealous. I would have. Anyway, so there might be some kind of jealousy, or, like if you're not together, like, you, you just kind of like grit your teeth and bear it, right? Like, because you want, and it feels like your person wants to do it together. They they're just not ready. But when they are ready, you then it's up to you whether or not you want to dive into that, or it's going to be different for everyone. So only take what resonates. Let me see what's. Oh, look at that. We just had the lunar eclipse. Two of Wands, Nine of Cups. So charting a course coming up. So, we have this coming up again. Um, Maybe they're finally going to make a decision, consider their options, have a conversation, talk about the future. Um, Even if there isn't one, I mean, I feel like there's a friendship here, but also you want to not, I mean, you want to know if they see you in their future, whether, and this is the timing card. Big changes are coming. So grow and transform, and I think you have been a big catalyst for change, and I think that they have been for you as well. So maybe cosmic trigger, about 6 months, that could be how long it takes for your person to find their truth, to be cosmically triggered. I just think that's actually kind of funny. It's everybody, I use the word a lot too because it's exactly what it is. It's something that grabs you and you're like, what the fuck? But it's not about the person, it's about how what the person said made you feel. It's you have to be your own best friend sometimes. you know and this is Pisces energy with Jupiter. Completely content, wishes coming true, feeling good, full, happy, and satisfied. And I think that's what this connection could be if, and this outdated thinking with seeing the new perspective as well. Like there's Pisces energy there too. I think they are getting ready. Look, the sun. That's the happiest card in the deck. They're making plans. Knight of Swords. Coming and going. Yeah. That's Gemini energy right there. But it's almost like they want to be daring and witty and blunt. But then they look at that autumn equinox, temperance underneath. They want to balance this, and it could happen. Look, prepare for change, a few months. So anywhere from a few months to 6 months could be significant, but it could even be this fall. Maybe even by the end of the month, you could have someone, telling you that you're their emotional fulfillment, that you make them happy, you radiate. That's the sun, solar eclipse. I mean, my goodness, this is very beautiful. Let's get some cards, oracle cards. These are kind of like message too. I do like using these. Deception, there's those secrets. Trickery and dishonest tactics are being used, causing trust issues, and those are the boundaries that, your boundaries are set at, I don't care what it is that you want to talk about it. Be real. That's all you care about. If you can't do that, there's no connection. If you can't talk about anything, then where? I think they are trying to change that. Now, energy can flip-flop. So if you resonate or you mirror their energy, you might have the same problems. Look at that. Look at that. Are you fucking kidding me? Pile 2. Secrets. This connection is affected by hidden factors that are unknown and unseen by the other person. Awakening. There's the Hanged Man perspective. A new outlook and perspective on the situation is coming. It's so awesome. I love when that happens. Oh my goodness. Okay, listen. We're going to take them. But then that's it. Reminiscing. Someone is secretly thinking and replaying sweet memories of the past. So, yeah, that is a secret they keep from you. Replaying events from the past over and over in their head. Insecurity, lack of confidence, and self doubt is delaying action. There is that, being worthy of receiving love or anything. Interference. External influences, parties have caused distractions and disarray in this connection. I'm hearing distraction by sleep token could be significant, but there's your third party energy, whether it's a person, a place, a thing, whatever it is, it could be so many things, but it just allows you to keep procrastinating. There is a confusion. There is a great uncertainty in the current state of affairs and lack of understanding among the parties. And that's why there needs to be a conversation. Let's see what's on the bottom. Caution. Someone is hesitant and being careful in how they proceed out of fear of making mistakes, which is exactly what we were talking about earlier. So I feel like this is very much, it's very confirming. So let's see what messages. Okay. That's right. I'm using these ones today. Now, this is a very large deck, so I do it half at a time. It's respectfully the truth. So let's see what they would say respectfully if they were not afraid to. And there's no shame in having fear of saying the wrong thing. You can actually shoot your shot over and over and over and over and over again to a point where it's almost like when you're exposed to like a certain, like a snake bite or a bee sting. Bees. um it's like you hear that people can grow a tolerance to it, and it's like you could be at a point where you're saying everything because you're no longer afraid of your person turning their back on you. But they are not as, they don't feel as safe as you do. And that's not wrong. They have their reasons. All you can do is be authentic. And, the choice is theirs. Pile 2, what would they say? Every night I go to bed thinking about you. I'm hiding behind material things. It's very much earth energy there. I pray about us all the time. I hate being apart. And on the bottom, I wish I could erase all the bad. That's that apology. And then the other half of the deck. What would pile two's person say? I hate my life right now. That's why it's not today. They're still growing and transforming. And it's hard to be conditioned to think a certain way, feel a certain way, even if it's by your own hand. It's hard to relearn how to not be too much or too not enough, you know? Like, this has been how you or your person has been all of your life. You know, you have to, I mean, people can change, but it's hard. Even if they want to, it's still hard. What would they say to pile two? I've never been in real love. And that makes me want to cry because it really does feel like that. Like someone who has been bitten by a dog and they live all their life thinking that that feeling is going to always be like that. Real love doesn't feel like that. I'm hearing the lyric from Sleep Token. I don't know what it has got its teeth in me, but I'm ready to bite back in anger. I think that's Jaws. It's a very good song. I don't want to lose you. You were a rebound. I sold you a dream. I am sorry. You're amazing inside and out. Pile two. You and me forever. That's awesome because we started out with me quoting Romeo and Juliet, but like that's on the soundtrack. Again, this might be a musical connection, but God, I can't remember the name of who sings it. But it's like you and me always and forever. If I remember, I'll try to link it. But it was on that soundtrack. I've been playing mind games with you. That's where that secrets. Let's see what's on the bottom. I'm finally going to put you first. They're going to try. And so just make sure that you're being receptive if that's the way that you want to be. You know, nobody can change overnight. And it's always up to us. It's always free will. If you know, this is just a snapshot of energy, you know, but it's beautiful energy. I'm going to get out the spicy giggle deck. um, so, yeah, I made this for my membership, spicy giggle content, if you want to check that out down below. But otherwise, if you want a personal reading, I love doing personal readings. You can find that information down below, and you can request the use of this self-curated deck. Um, everything from spicy to sweet. Let's lose ourselves in a dance of passion where every movement speaks volumes of our unspoken desires. See, your person, maybe the way they communicate is through physical connection. Help me in your help me. That's not what it says, but I mean, there is no mistakes. Maybe they really do want you to help them to understand themselves or to understand you. Hold me in your arms. I'm begging you, please don't leave. Where was it? I know I saw it. I don't want to lose you. Because every time you touch me, it's a sweet release. That's that happiness, emotional fulfillment. Look at that. Your love makes me bloom and bleed for you. You're mine. So, with the flowers, I mean, blooming, bleeding. It's very intense. My love language, which I was just mentioning love languages earlier, is showing you the parts of me that ache and trusting you not to dig your fingers in. There's a lot of pain. For it is not into my ear you whispered, but into my heart. It was not my lips you kissed, but my soul. See, you are like, you're magical to them. And I'll also get you a couple of song cards. Oh, goodness. This pile 2. What songs could benefit? When the party's over. This is a cover by Sleep Token of a Billie Eilish song, and it's beautiful and heartbreaking. So, if you want to look at that. Oh my goodness. Okay, that is definitely enough. There's a lot going on. Scream by Hailstorm. That's all that in their head shit. Yeah. He says, this is the death of peace of mind by the Bad Omens, and it's loves the death of peace of mind. Missing limbs, Sleep Token. A freak like me, Hailstorm. I feel like you guys, like, they wrote this for their fans, you know, who are always showing, and you know, I am a huge fan of Lizzie Hale, and Hailstorm, but like, you're cut from the same cloth is what I keep hearing, and not being with you feels like you are missing limbs, literally. It's hard. It's on the bottom. Oh, yeah. This is heartbreaking as well. It's called The Apparition by Sleep Token. Literally, the first line is, "Why are you never real? Whenever you appear, it's, it's." Okay. Now it is time for charms and initials. Pile 2. Okay, that's a lot. That double heart growing together. Was very much hanging by a thread. So that could be this connection. Okay, so we have 1, 6, or 9, 7, 3, 1, 2, 3. 3. Mr. Owl. How many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop? The world may never know. They want to find out. Okay, so letters. We've got, what do we got here? What is that? That's a D. N. Is that an A? DNA? Might be significant. V. V. W or M. E. So we or me. What is this? An F. Few. Okay. That's it. That's okay. So we have a sled. We have, which, Christmas time could be significant. We have this half full purple heart here. And it always makes me think of, that's like the third eye chakra or the crown chakra. And when a glass is half full, you can still drown in a glass that's half full, And this specifically makes me feel like they're drowning in their own head. We have, what is that? That is it golf clubs? Oh my goodness. Can't do anything with these nails. Yeah, oh shit. Oh no. This is funny because I guess whenever I pull this, I can never figure out what it is. But thank you, Carrie, for pointing out that it's the little girl token with her little ponytail. Oh, okay. I'm now getting those pull my hair vibes. We've got, or put my hair up because I want to take care of you. Treat you like a king or a queen. There's that crown. It's a snowflake, one of a kind. Peace. You bring them peace. Also reminds me of the Taylor Swift song Peace. She says, I'm a fire and I'll keep your brittle heart warm. When those ocean wave blues come, people say love is for show, but I would die for you in secret. Devil's in the details. But you've got a friend in me. Would it be enough if I could never give you peace? So we have a toolkit. So they're working on it. We've got a candy cane. So, again, with Christmas might be significant. Oh my goodness. Believe in love. You're starting to make them believe in love. Maybe they're now starting to see the glass is half full, and maybe they're just floating. They're just floating. They just learned how to float. Because they, you bring them peace. This says, just for you. And it's a star. I think it says made just for you. I can't pick it up apparently. But that's what they feel like. And there's a book. So again, with that, studying you energy, trying to learn more about you. It could be that you actually do love books, or you met in a library, or books. I was talking about romance novels earlier. I started reading romance novels when I was 10. And they, are a big part of the reason I am who I am today. But we've got these two hearts. So it feels like, definitely like soulmates, like just bonded together. Oh my gosh, look, we got the little dude charm too. We got the boy and the girl. Look. And I always, because he's wearing a backwards hat, so your person might wear their hat like that. But look, I was just talking about soulmates, and there's the little counterparts together. They come. I am just, oh, this is a good reading. There's a turtle, but it's slow going, slow burn, but it's going. We have, it's a lamp, so it's like it has been illuminated for them. This is the epiphany. This is the light bulb moment, the new perspective. And it looks like it's either got a flower or a starfish on it. Whatever resonates. I had I remember this specific lamp from when I was like 10 years old, and it was filled with seashells. And I just remember loving it so much. So the beach might be significant. We got more Pisces energy. So we have a cloud. This one reminds me of this phrase that I heard on the show Wednesday, where Gomez is, he always has these little cute nickname, or like these little phrases that he says to Wednesday. And it's funny because it's always the opposite of what you would think somebody would take as a compliment or see as, you know, a loving, but he looks at her and he's like, how's my little storm cloud? And that's always what it makes me think of. You know, your person is could be your little storm cloud, and or you could be the little storm cloud, or you both could be. Um, but we do have this symbol. I think it's a symbol for lily, which reminds me that my lily is. Um, you've heard her. If you've been here long enough, you've heard her. Crying in the background. She's the queen of this house, and she's my little soulmate. She's my little teddy bear, and yeah, I'm always saying you need to get somebody that looks at you like how she looks at me, because she will sit and she will cry. She'll be like, "Come on." She loves these nails. So because they're good belly scratchers. So, I don't know, your person might want to rub your belly or something. But tell me what resonated. If you're still here, leave me hmm, a turtle, a candy cane, or some kind of tool, like a wrench or something. All right. Thank you so much for being here, Pile 2. Um, Please give this a like if you enjoyed this. And yeah, check out my information down below if that's something you're interested in. And I'm sending you so much love, warm soul hugs. Thank you for all of your beautiful comments. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. Hey, Pile 3. If you chose this beautiful peacock ore, this is going to be a reading. If you were interested in the zodiac signs, we have Sagittarius, Aquarius, Aries, so the letter A might be significant, and Virgo. And your card, grudges. Only you will suffer. I got interrupted by a call, so that may be significant. You may be, maybe your person is not answering your calls. Maybe I was getting ready to say that this is so beautiful and how funny it is that, cactuses are so prickly and hurtful, but they're so pretty. You can't help but want to touch them. I don't know what that is, but I swear it looks like a donut. like a sprinkled donut, but it could be a void. They might feel like they're in a void, or that you might be pulling them from the void. You may see them as the cactus. You're so pretty. I just want to keep touching you and hurting myself because I expect a different reaction. So, and cactuses, cacti. For some reason, I had to correct myself. Um, they don't require hardly any watering. They're very dry. So you keep trying to pour water on this cactus, and the cactus don't give a fuck. And that's what I heard. Because they don't have time for it. They're going to continue to be pretty, and you're going to keep poking at them, and only you will suffer until they change. So let's see what the oracle cards say. Now, if you missed, there is a timestamp down below for the time lapse of me shuffling these cards out. So if you want to see that, it's like less than a minute. But let's get into it. Oh, wow. The future. Finding a long-term harmonious relationship. Coming soon. Commit. So maybe your suffering is going to end. Let's hope. Breaking free. Getting out of a situation or being on your own now. Freedom and independent. I'm hearing, I want to break free. Fluttering heart. Enjoy the romance and decide if you want more. Sweet, fleeting future again. So, can't wait to see what else comes out. Radiant love. You create positivity and warmth together. Happy, open, optimistic. Radiant love. Oh my goodness. Sweet home. Making a good home life or settling down. Marriage, lasting love. So, this person is thinking about future energy, about breaking free of their own grudges, because here you come with your sweetness. You make them happy. You make them think about the future and not like dread it. You're home to them. Right now, they are alone, guarded. This is the energy they are in. They're trying to break free from. So, alone, isolated, lonely, and guarded. So, they want to move from this to this, but they have to break free in order to build this beautiful foundation of radiant love that they have for you. Mask, break free. Hidden motive, conceal, disguise, lying. Sleep token might be significant. This always reminds me of, the what they wear a little bit. So, but this is what they've been concealing. That they are thinking of the future, probably while also going back and forth in the present with still having that independence. Um, that mask. They want to break free from the mask. They feel like themselves with you, even though they don't know what they themselves feel like when they're happy, open, optimistic. Change, regeneration, growth, metamorphosis, and cycles. And look, it's a flower. I love it when the flower comes out. The growth, the purple growth of the crown and third eye chakras. You might have this telepathic connection. I'm hearing invisible string. Taylor Swift. You create positivity and warmth. Secret crush. That's what they're concealing. I'm hearing let it go. Of course, I'm, conceal, don't feel. I'm hearing conceal, don't feel. That's, Elsa all the way. Admirer, attraction, suitor, and butterflies. Oh, shit. Well, I think you give them butterflies, but I think that is also what they're growing through. Maybe they want to start courting you. Maybe old fashioned. I don't know. um, you might have messages in pile two because this is giving me a lot of the same energy. Intuition, gut feeling, psychic, premonition, and sixth sense. So, your person could be getting tarot readings on you, or you could be getting tarot readings on your person. You might be a tarot reader. I just saw, um, what was it? I can't remember. The hippie. She's a tarot reader, and she had me cracking up because in one of my last videos, I had mentioned my dreams and how my dreams are so crazy, like all the time. I don't know how many times I dream of dinosaurs all the time. They like chasing me. And I just in Jurassic Park all the time. But she was like, I'm a howling. And then somebody else said that they had also had a dream about dinosaurs, or something like Jurassic Parkish. But the the something hippie. Oh my goodness. Anyway, and then the second person was Union Acorn, Unionicorn. But yeah, shout out to you guys. The Heavenly Hippie. The, tr- the mm, I'm so sorry, girl. I really appreciate your comment, but I done forgot the whole name. I can never remember um just about anything. The only thing I remember is because I have to wait for the uh intuition, the images, the things to come into my brain. I want to say it's Heavenly Hippie. Oh my goodness. You know what? I'm gonna find it. Okay, I'm back. It was the oh my god. This is how quick I am. One of those people that will walk into a room and forget, but it's like even quicker than that. I'm just gonna keep you on. Oh my god, look here. The high maintenance hippie. I got it. I love you, girl. Thanks. uh Hopefully you don't get too um because I forget. I just forget shit. Like real quick. Okay, so now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's do some tarot. There we go. So, this just, I had it sitting on top of this deck and this just came out. I hide behind material things, which was a mess because I haven't used this deck, but this was a message in pile two. So, let's okay, pile three. Oh, did I pick that up right? I don't know. Left out in the cold. I feel like I turned it upside down, but I think this is what they're coming out of. Um, or you might be coming out of, you know, because if this is how it feels. Out of the woods, looking ahead, positive changes, rebuild, acceptance, recovery, and turning point. So, let's see. Pile three. The star. That is wish granted. Aquarius, and I can't ever see these cards unless I'm like, I'm not sure what that is. I think it's Uranus. Somebody giggled. I heard it. But there is contentment, inspiration, renewal, healing. You have been a calming, healing energy for your person. And this is what I was saying. You keep pouring and pouring and pouring, because that's your love language. But you have to learn each other's triggers. You might think you're helping, but you're really just drowning the cactus because it's, you know, it keeps showing you that it needs to isolate, to be alone. And but you have inspired them with being so giving of your love and your faith in them. Yeah, let's see what else comes out. Okay. Well, Page of Swords. Thirst for knowledge. We've got Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, mental agility, quick-witted, curious, ideas, vigilant, guarded, communicative, thinks first, education, and fairness. So your person is trying to break free from whatever this was that was keeping them in this grudge energy, in this I hide behind material things energy. Trying to, it's like peeling off the layers of an onion and finding out the whole time that there was a strawberry in the middle. Like that's how weird it is and hard it is to change from being so in the ego and then with your grudges, and then you end with this intuition and this lasting love. And it's because they need the time to figure you out. It's that spy energy that, they keep their eye on you. Like you keep dumping, your love, and they look at it. They might poke at it a little bit. They might, at times, show you the growth. Because it's not so easy to conceal the attraction, the want. Look at that. They want to bring you that energy. Strength of will, forward movement. This is Cancer Moon, the number 7. Determined, willpower, success. This is very much the energy they want to be in. This is how you make them feel. You make them want to grow. Pile 3 person. Look at that. So, yeah, there's Cancer Venus, a loving exchange, Two of Cups, companionship, mutual feelings, new partner, agreement, and in sync. I just heard it's tearing up my heart when I'm with you, but when we are apart, I feel that too. So it's like they are recognizing that maybe their nervous system is recognizing that this feeling doesn't have to feel like this, right? They don't have to feel left out in the cold. They want to bring optimism. They want to bring an open mind. That is something that is very much um, in a process of, growth and cycles, and where they are will depend on, you know, it'll be different for everyone. So just take that as it resonates. But oh, look at that. This was the bottom of the deck card in pile 2. So definitely check out pile 2. Emotional fulfillment, Pisces, Jupiter energy. Look at this. 9 of Swords. 2 nines. So this is that energy of cycles, right? Your 10 is a cycle. So they're just like, they're almost ready to accept that it's not mental anguish, it's emotional fulfillment. These things don't have to feel like the same thing. Does that make sense? It's like all these things that they fear that causes them all this anxiety and mental anguish are the things that look happy and open and optimistic. That wishes come true. Star energy, wish fulfillment, healing, soulmate. I mean, this? I'm nosy. I'm sorry. Look at that. 6 wands. They want to have this victory with you, Leo, Jupiter energy, and you are the end game. I want to be your end game. End of a chapter, achievement, success, sense of belonging, accomplishment. So, fulfillment, and that's what you are. You're a wish fulfillment. So they are, what does that say? Charting a course, Aries and Mercury energy, but they are visualizing this future, right? So let's see what messages come out. I'm very interested to know. Let's see. I was using the Respectfully the Truth deck for the other 2 piles, but because of this, I'm feeling called to use this deck. So it's a big one. It's three decks in there. Pile 3. What would they say if they weren't too scared? I see life differently now. They're no longer hiding. They're no longer holding the grudge. Time apart, some distance will help bring clarity. That's exactly what we were saying. It is so hard to hold this. Okay. I want you. I heard in sync again. I want you back. um. Yeah. Okay. Oh, look, healing and boundaries. Boundaries was very big in pile two. It definitely connected. Healing. Old wounds and childhood issues need revisiting. Firm boundaries are needed right now. I wish I could take back my words. This is something they feel shame and anguish about. I'm so attracted to you. That constant back and forth. I don't know why this happened. They're trying to figure out, like I said, what went wrong was only that their body, their their brain works differently as far as they saw this as something that could be taken away from them, something that couldn't be real. So let's see what else comes out. Okay. Will you ever make things right? I feel like this is a question from you because I don't know why this happened. And you're like, well, are you going to make it right? And that's different for all of you. This one really wants to come out. I can't be with you. Because maybe these are the words that they wish they could take back. You know? And the bottom, I will wait for a sign from you. So it could just be as simple as a conversation, guys. Okay. I'm going to get a few of these. Pile 3. Did that flip? Oh my goodness. Maybe not. And then again, maybe not. Passion. The desire for each other is strong and keeps this alive. Maybe they only thought that it was sexual and now they feel differently. Illumination, the path to be taken will be illuminated. Third party, external influences are affecting this dynamic. So, yeah, there's something they need to break free from. It could be them, their own mental anguish, their own fears and anxieties, their ego. Judgment, that's what they fear. A final decision will be made that will bring finality to the current situation. Obsession. Unhealthy, obsessive thoughts are taking up space in this connection. Denial. Someone is not ready to acknowledge the truth. Yeah, that's... Oh boy. You guys need to have a conversation. But right now, I'm going to get some of these. spicy giggle messages. I made this deck for my member content. Spicy giggle content. um, but there's a lot of spicy things in here. They're sweet. So let's see what comes out. If you want to dig into this, I do have personal readings. I actually just put up a video, like a little 1 minute, like with reviews and stuff. And I try to make it all cute. But anyway, if you want to check that out, or my menu is now located down below. The way you touch me, sparks fly, igniting this craving deep inside me. I often lose myself in thoughts of us alone, exploring each other in the most intimate ways. Passion. Very, very passionate. They want you. They want you so bad. This one wanted to come out. I can still taste you. When is round 2? Oof. Goodness. That one wants to come out too. It's probably best if I work off some energy before I get you naked. I'm sure you'd like to be able to walk tomorrow. Yeah. If I had to choose between loving you and breathing, I would use my last breath to tell you how much I love you. Oh, they're sweet and spicy. Not many people can take my breath away, and you don't even have to try. So it's like they can't breathe without you. It's on the bottom. You must be magic, because every time I look at you, everyone and everything just disappears. Oh, I'm gonna get a few song cards, and then we'll get into charms and initials. What would be good for pile 3 to hear? Any messages? Oh my goodness. You call me a bitch like it's a bad thing. Oh man. I just heard anger bang. I feel like, and there's this one song called Apocalyptic by Hailstorm that also is coming through. I just feel like the chemistry is so strong that like you might you might cause shit just to for the makeup sex. Oh, somebody else. Bad omens. Coming up over third party there. You could make them feel like somebody else. Better sorry than safe. That's also a third party energy. Wow, that's a strong one. Who are you? Bad omens. See, it's like there's so many questions. And I just really think it just needs a conversation. Okay. Distraction. This I channeled the song in pile 1. The Reckoning. Oh my god. I love you, Anastasia. If you're watching this. I literally just sent these 2 songs to her. She's like, girl, you got a hailstorm and a sleep token song for everything. And I'm like, yes, I do. Yes, I do. All right. So what's on the bottom? Hate it when you see me cry. I just got little goosies. Let me know what resonated, guys. Um, let's see what comes out here. And I also forgot the Astro Dice in pile 2. We have Virgo. So again, that is Mars and House 9. So there's another 9, that cycles. That's 999. That could be significant. Pile 3. Oh, okay. Spill the tea, sis. I just heard. Okay, so numbers. We have 3, 8, 8. So 3 and 8, it's 11. And then 8 and 8 is 16. So there's tower energy and justice. A little bit of strength. Actually, a lot of strength. But that's all of the numbers. Okay, so let's see. November might be significant. So we have the letters Y, E, U, E, M or W, G, N, L. I heard not gonna lie. So, this lying card that came out, maybe they are trying to fix the way they talk to you, communicate with you. L, G. I just heard all night long. All night. M or W, B, I, N, C, K. Those are my initials. The name Kristen could be significant. That's my middle name. There's that T that keeps falling over. It's like spill the tea. We have an open heart, so open fully. We had a half full heart in pile 2. We have the mermaid charm. So cute. So yeah, they see you as magical. There's only a couple of these in there, and they both came out. This is the little, I call him the little dude charm, and he's got a backwards hat on in case your person wears their hat backwards. It could be significant. This came out too. Do you not understand how many friggin' I have so many charms in there. But this is a snowflake. You're one of a kind, magical. This is, I think, could be a violin or a cello, but musical connection. We have a cat, so that could be significant. If you just lost a fur baby, I'm sending out my love to you because I just lost one of mine. So we have this, I think it's I think it's like supposed to be like a coin, like maybe the UK or something. I don't know if you can even see that. And we have this little key, which is got a Disney, like a Mickey Mouse ears on it. So children could be significant. We have this cross, so a cross to bear. This could be religious beliefs. We have the Eiffel Tower with 2 stars. So France, Paris coming through. But they might want to take you on an adventure. We have the moon and a star, but the star looks like a pentacle. So it makes me think, and the moon is blue, and it's, Cancer and Pisces energy. So, and the pentacle is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So it just makes me think earth and water, like opposites, but you need each other. And then we have the success and the make a wish token. So make sure to do that. And here, if you want to take a screenshot, I do it like that so that you can take different ones and like piece it together if you need to. I'm sorry. But thank you so much for being here, Pile 3. If you're still here, will you leave me a teapot or a black cat emoji or a mermaid? All right. Thank you so much, guys. I hope to see you in the next one. I'm sending you so much love, warm soul hugs. All right. And tell me what resonated. Okay? Bye. Love you guys. Bye.
Mimiano Beach.